Welcome back to the Beans with Dreams podcast.
Hello everyone, how are y'all doing?
As y'all can see, we got a different format going on. Hope y'all enjoy it. We got a little gameplay in the background. Hope y'all keep y'all entertained.
Yeah, we're still testing out new features and new things that we want to try out, but we'll see what a little system we can get working. That was the Xbox.
Yeah. So I'm excited to do this. It's gonna be new. It's gonna be something we can just build off of and improve as we get more experience at this.
And we've been consistent.
Yeah,
so far we've been consistent, you know?
Yeah, that's a step. No, that's always. I think that's the most important thing. Like, even if we weren't improving, even if we weren't trying out new things, consistency is the most important. You know, that's what I heard from the big pros. You know,
from the big podcasters.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna keep it running.
Yeah. I just got out of work today, and I was like, nah, I don't feel like doing a podcast. But I was like, man, I gotta work every day this week.
Every day.
Every day. Like, I started work on Friday was my first day of work, and today was my second, and I'm working up until Thanksgiving,
which is next Thursday.
Yeah.
Damn.
Working like 7 days.
Has the Thanksgiving hype?
I feel like
it's been not so great this year, right?
Yeah, no, it's because of everything going on, right? We can't say it. You already know. We're not even making ad revenue, but we gonna. Don't trip. But yeah, no, it's been. Well, it's weird because at first it was like they say it's at half capacity, but that's bullshit.
that's major, dude, major. I've never been stopped, or I've never seen anyone like be at the door and say, "Yeah, you can't come in anymore" because there's a lot of people.
People wait in line for like 2 hours. It's
at your restaurant.
Yeah, at the restaurant.
You said where you work.
Cracker, bro. Man, it's wild. I don't get the hype.
For Cracker Barrel?
Yeah.
Cause it's like an American place, you know.
True, but like I mean, look, you can order it like, and you can just kind of get it like delivered to your car, and you can just dip out of there.
Okay. Oh, so I mean you don't get the hype of eating there.
Yeah.
Especially
with the waits like that. Like Saturday, Sunday is always the worst. Like there's usually like an off time. Like today there was kind of one like from like 1 to 3 or so. It got pretty chill. But in the morning, I had to go in at 8:30 this morning, and I got out like at 3.
Yeah.
A 6.5 hour shift real quick, which isn't too bad, but when you're there like alone for like a fat minute, like a couple hours in the morning, it wears on you. You know what I mean?
I remember the first times I went there, what blew my mind was the little store that they have there, the country store.
I feel like I was walking into like the cracker like Rainforest Cafe.
I've never been there.
Is
it similar like that?
It's pretty similar.
They have a gift shop or whatever.
Yeah, they have a gift shop. It's more like oh man, you just finished eating? You had a great time? Let me show you some stuffed animals or something. Little monkey hanging. Put it around your neck and shit.
I had one of those.
I had one of those too. I think I still have one, but it's like lost.
I remember one time I wanted to give it like a little hairstyle. And I didn't have any water, so I used Coke.
What? You fucking...
And then I was little. I can't even tell you how old I was.
I hope you was.
And it got real sticky, and my mom found out, and she got mad at me, and she had to wash them. But yeah, cause he had a little bit of extra little, what is that, like, whatever it is on his head.
Hair, right?
Hair, but whatever the plush is made out of.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
There was just enough to give him like a little mohawk.
Okay, yeah, you gotta.
But I needed that water, right? I didn't have any water, so I used
some Coke. It was sticking longer. You had the right idea. The moco de gorilla.
The moco de gorilla. The punk, the yellow one.
Dude, I don't know which one I would get. I wouldn't get the yellow. I'd get like the. Well, I don't know what's the differences between the.
It's just a hold. So how strong it is? Because the yellow one is the punk,
and
that one's a 9, I think, and the little moco de gorilla scale.
I wonder who gave him, like, who made up the scale. I want to get paid for making up like a fake like hold scale, like.
I don't think it was a third party scale. I think they made it up themselves.
I know, but like imagine like if it's one dude's job to just make up the gorilla scale.
The moco de gorilla. CO.
Oh, I can't even spell it.
Yeah.
Thank God y'all aren't seen the.
But that's for the Mexican mothers that they want to make sure their kids' hair is like that the whole day. So when they come back from school, it looks like how it looked when they got out, when they went to school.
Nah, those are dedicated.
Oh, it's pretty cheap too.
It's real cheap. I remember when I would go out, like, back when I used to get haircuts with, like, my parents, like, way back in the day, like, you go to the little, like, the $5, like, haircut, and, like, it'd be a haircut, but it wouldn't be, like, your barber, like, chit-chatting with you, telling about you about the weekend, talking to you.
Yeah.
He'd be like, stand still. He's smacking you across the head a little
they
bit.
grab your head. Yeah. You're kind of worried. You don't know if you should tell someone that they grabbed your head like that. I remember one time, and I don't want to blast you.
What? Oh man!
I remember one time you came to school because you said you had gotten the haircut and they messed up.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
It was sophomore year.
It was bad. It was real bad.
Well, I remember it was they messed up August's hair and he had to get a buzz cut, which is pretty funny. And it didn't look bad, but that also reminded me that 10th grade we had a whole period every day at school. I forgot what it was called, which we were supposed to take online classes. Remember?
Oh yeah.
And we didn't do that at all.
No.
The whole year we just messed around. And I think it was called like distance learning. It was distance learning.
Yeah. You're
and
right.
I took anatomy because everyone else was taking an AP course, and I was not up to take an extra AP course. So I took human anatomy.
How was that?
I didn't do anything, and it was pretty simple because I could just look up the answers online the day of the quiz or the test.
Oh, I remember what I took. I took with everyone else. We took psychology. I was the only one who didn't pass.
Are you serious?
It's good. That's because like everyone's like, oh no, I didn't study at all. I'm like, cap, dude, I didn't study like at all.
Oh no, I remember those guys. 2 days before they did have a study session.
Yeah. No, I think I attended,
crammed.
but I wasn't there. You know what I mean?
We don't have that sort of dedication.
Dude, I just don't get it. I was just kind of there to hang out with the boys. I had the red blue moco de gorilla.
You had the red?
Yeah.
I always had that yellow one. The punk. Well, I remember that was the year the iPhone 7 came out because you got it.
Yeah, I had the 7 for a minute.
That was the year you got it. And I remember you brought it to school because it was your phone, and I was so amazed by it.
Really?
I was like, what? No, especially because the iPhone 7 had what's it called, 3D touch, when you can hold it.
It wasn't a real button.
Yeah, it wasn't.
So that's why whenever it was super trippy, whenever my phone would like completely run out of battery, I like press it, nothing would happen.
Nothing would happen.
I still have it like here, but it doesn't work anymore. we tried turning it on to look for the original Beans with Dreams like information.
Yeah.
And that was unsuccessful to say the least.
It was broken.
That's why we had to make a new channel.
Yeah, but I think it's been way more successful than the other one, right?
Oh hell yeah, for sure. I think the only thing that I miss about the other one was like we still need to get some channel like art, like our. We still have George Washington Carver. I mean, he's been a real one.
He's been a real one. But we can hang out for a bit more, but we're gonna need him to replace him.
Any artist out there, hit us up.
Hit us up at our email.
Otherwise,
do we have an email?
Yes.
Do you remember it?
Yes, but you're kind of in charge of it.
Oh, well, is it connected to my email?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna give out my email yet.
Yeah.
We'll put something in the comments. But
shout out a PO box. we don't have a PO box.
We'll do some fan mail openings.
No, but we need some art. Otherwise we're gonna use your brother.
We're either gonna use my younger brother or we'll just make it up our own one.
Yeah, we had some
but it's
ideas.
probably not gonna be good.
No.
So if you don't want to see a Downey rendition of the Beans with Dreams logo, please hit us up.
Yeah, no, definitely. We're not playing around here. Actually hit us up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then
actually, remember Christy?
Yeah.
How she made the last one? I hit her up and she said she was interested. I just haven't hit her up recently about the new art. So
if
I don't even know if she watches.
Maybe not, but maybe her making our new logo will make her a new fan again.
We can get 19 subs. We're at 18 subs, boys.
That's exciting. So yeah, if no one is interested in making this logo for us, we'll just ask either our friend Christy, my younger brother, or we'll just come up with it.
Yeah. I think what we had discussed, what, 2 beans, but like in like actual beans, like in astronaut suits.
With the flag.
With the Texan flag.
The Texan flag.
I think that'd be sick.
That'd be cool. It would have to be recognizable too.
Yeah.
You know? So when you see that logo, you know, oh, that's the Beans with Dreams logo.
Yeah, it stands out. I'm thinking like you know your mom's house podcast, how it has like and they have the little intro when they're doing
animation.
Yeah.
That's a cool one.
I like that.
And have their own theme song too.
That's like way over our heads, like way next level, but eventually we're gonna have to. That'd be sick.
Sounds cool, yeah.
And they have like, it's not only like a theme song for the podcast as a whole, it's like they have like an individual like theme for Tom and for Christina,
and then for their other shows.
Yeah, like Dr. Drew,
Homeboy.
What is it actually called?
Dr. Drew After Dark. It's a great show. Like, y'all should check out them.
Yeah.
Hopefully
you guys are already watching them.
And then hopefully they hear that we shouted them out and they shout us out.
Oh, absolutely, because we got mad exposure, dude.
Okay, well, I have one thing. One topic that I wanted to bring up for the podcast.
Sure. That
I thought of yesterday and I think earlier today too. Which was, what's one thing that you thought as a kid that you later, when you were growing up, you realized by yourself, like no one told you, or maybe someone did tell you, but you realize, oh no, that's not how it works. I was just being stupid, or dumb, or arrogant, or, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I can give you an example. I always thought on TV shows, I always thought the actors were acting in real time. So whenever they would show reruns, I thought they were doing that again. So I always wondered, how do they get it so exact to the T where that every time they act, it's the exact same?
Damn, dude, this guy looks real young.
And that's when it hit me, because I was watching a show and they did a rerun where they looked way younger. And I thought, wait, they can't make them... Well, before that, my explanation was that they use computers to make them look younger. And
Fair
make
enough.
the voices higher. But then I realized, no, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't go through all that trouble and all that expenses to do that. Like, they would just record it.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
I don't know. I feel like I have something, like, I'll definitely get to it. There's gotta be... there's something, like, in the back of my head. Yeah. But I can't remember, like, something off the top of my head. But that's a good one, though.
That's just being a kid, you know? Like, because...
You think you have the answers, bro?
Yeah. If you don't understand something, your brain will come up with something to make sense of it.
Yeah.
Or what's up?
No, go ahead.
Or it's just, you know, like, your brain is also trying not to be bored, and it's using its imagination. That's a big part of being a kid, using your imagination.
Yeah.
Like when it would snow, or not snow, when it would rain, and the water droplets are on the window, on the car window, and you would do little races. Would you ever do that?
Yeah.
You would pick a water droplet, and make it, and it would race down the window.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know what you mean. I did that with, like, the sun, but then I realized I can never beat it. I was, like, kind of like in my head, I was like, Dad, go a little faster.
I'm trying to beat the sun out here.
Trying to beat the sun, dude. I don't know. I feel like there's, like, if mine, like, the thing that I thought, like, made sense in my head when I was a little kid, has to be something with, like, the stars or, like, the sun or something. Probably with the sun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'd have to, like, I really have to think about it. I wasn't prepared.
Well, at our elementary, we had what is it called? Planetarium or whatever. It was a big air, like, igloo, pretty much. Yeah. They would inflate it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. We had one at our school. We just one time, but it was cool.
It was cool. I had it maybe like 3 times, and they had a projector inside, and it would show you all the constellations and all the planets. That was a great day. That's how you get a kid excited to learn about science and space.
Dude, mine was like 5th grade. It was like there's this like fine.
What?
When I was a youngin', bro, I was big balling out. You know what I mean? So they put up the planetarium. It was dark, right next to the shorty.
The shotty.
Kind of nudge my hand.
Like, lean a little close.
Lean a little closer. Be like, hey, so you like the stars?
What you think of the stars, huh?
Shit, I can show you a couple.
What? What?
It's not appropriate.
Oh, okay, it's not appropriate, especially for elementary kids.
Yeah, no, I'm shouldn't be talking about.
Okay,
this right
we'll drop that one. But I remember that they would show us the constellation.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, "This is the hero, Orion, and this is Pegasus, the winged horse." And then they would draw out the constellation. I'm like, that does not look like anything that you're describing.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
How does that look like a guy with a sword? That doesn't look like a guy with a sword.
Even with like the basic one, like a belt. I'm like,
Yeah.
what type of belt you wearing?
It's because it was 3 lines straight across, or 3 stars straight across. That's not a belt.
Got skinny waist.
Skinny waist, but you got a sword.
Skinny waist, lack
Leo.
of taste.
Leo, what is that called?
Is it like your birth month?
Yeah. I don't know what that's called. Astrology?
Well, it's like, I know there's gonna be one person gonna get upset.
Mm-hmm.
But let's search it up. What's my?
I'm a Leo.
I'm an Aries, but it's like a bull. I think it is.
I don't know. Isn't the bull like Taurus? The Taurus.
What's my star sign? Let's see what it's called.
But
Zodiac sign.
Zodiac. Yeah, there's a lot of names for it. I know the astrology thing. Then there's the.
Oh no, an Aries sign is like a ram. I'm
Is
like
it?
A goat.
Oh, it is. Yeah. So Agu is a goat. Yeah.
I am the goat.
March 20th. Your birthday's March 28th.
Yeah, 28th.
There you go. So Agu is an Aries.
Yeah. What is you?
A Leo.
A Leo.
I always thought it was cool because of the line.
Yeah. Man, do you like? I don't believe in it. Like I'm always like bullshit. It's cap, right?
Yeah.
But then like, there's this like one person who kept trying to like influence like a whole group of people. They're like, no, like think about it, and then like because you know how they have like the day by day thing.
Yeah.
Where like you read out like, according to this day and according to your sign, this is how your day is gonna go. And I was like during that day, they're like, oh, bro, I was like, oh, this is all bullshit. Like, I was trying to explain it to them. The stars ain't gonna tell you shit.
Yeah.
They're just big gases, like big balls of gas.
They have nothing to do with your life.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're worried about the constellations and horoscopes and stuff, find a hobby. You know, what are you doing? What are you doing? Spending your time reading like predictions or
start knitting.
Or start knitting. Knitting is cool. I've never met someone that could fully knit.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to get a scarf, you know?
Dude, hit us up with scarves.
If you know how to knit, hit us up. And also, because a lot of those things are like, if you're a Leo, you're very shy. Or if you're a Leo, you're very outgoing.
Yeah.
And that applies to like 70% of people.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh my god.
It's like it's so broad, like it can apply to anyone, but like because you're looking for like what you are, then you're like, oh, I'm this, I'm associated with this.
And then if like since I'm a Leo and it says you're very outgoing and extroverted, and that doesn't apply to me. Yeah. You just go like, oh, well, maybe I'm not a Leo today. You know? Or like, you come up with an excuse until you find something
that matches.
That does match you.
I don't know.
And then you go, wow, I've been a Leo since birth.
I think one of the main traits with an Aries that I've read is like you get angry, or like, and like sometimes I have like bits of like I'll just call people out, like I'll just be like, man, you stupid motherfucker. Okay. And like they're like, oh dude, but yes, you're angry all the time. I'm like, cap, bro. Like if you know me, if you hang out with me on the daily, you know I'm not angry all the time. I get a little pissed sometimes. A little more than I should sometimes, but it's not fits of rage. It's not like
it's not anything that's out of control.
I over exaggerate.
Like you need help with.
I have to go to counseling.
Okay, you have serious anger issues. Nah, it's just my horoscope.
It's just who I am. It's the stars. compatibility.
Well, yeah, that planetarium was dope.
Oh hell yeah!
They should have that any grade. You know, I don't know why they stopped. I don't know why they stopped coming to our schools.
No, I don't know why they stopped like the water park stuff. You ever had one of those? Like the field days.
The field days.
Yeah.
Or at the end of the year.
We just had Camp Rio, which is more than most high schools have, but it was still dog shit.
Camp Rio was our school bought like a little camp, I guess.
It was like because our school, it wasn't like a very well, it wasn't just like one school. It was like a whole. Like how do you describe it? Like a whole.
It's like a
charter of schools.
Yeah, like a district maybe.
Yeah.
But it didn't just it didn't stay in our region.
Yeah.
Because we're in the valley, but there was also schools in Austin, San Antonio, and even in Louisiana. So they're expanding.
Yeah.
They're ever expanding. But so our school system had bought a little camp.
Yeah.
Which was conveniently near where we live anyways. So for us it was only maybe a 20-minute drive, but other schools had to take 4 hours. I remember the people from San Antonio, they came down to
You went to Camp Rio?
Yeah.
That's a shitty field trip, dude.
Yeah, the most exciting thing was canoeing, yeah.
Canoeing was fun. Like if you had the right group of people, it was always fun. Oh, dude, I was wearing my Sperry's and they flipped over the canoe and they ruined my Sperry's.
They ruined the drip.
And like I was prepared to flip over, but like in my head, I wasn't prepared to get my Sperry's destroyed. You know what I mean?
That must be the worst.
It was bad, bro. Like I love my Sperry's. Like in senior year, I was always rocking my Sperry's, bro.
When you have some nice shoes,
yeah,
and then you step in mud, that just ruins your week.
Yeah, the week, not even the day. That's like a week ruiner. What's the worst thing that happened to you this week? My Ultra Boost got some stains on them. Oh.
Yeah, like whenever you're trying to take care of something, and then you maybe get a stain on it, or you get some dirt on it, you trip, whatever. It's just like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Like I was paying extra attention to this one thing, and it went
like regardless. Yeah. You know, that's why I've been so reluctant to bring my Ultra Boost to school because, well, two things. One thing is that everyone there is like a cowboy, like hard ass, like they're like, dude, yeah, why aren't you wearing your boots?
Yeah.
Like everyone in class wears boots. Everyone.
Okay.
Like they're either work boots or cowboy boots. And so like, I have boots, right? It's not like I don't have boots, but I don't want to be wearing boots all the time.
Yeah, because you have boots for a reason.
Yeah,
when you need them. Yeah, to work. You don't wear boots to go out. Or to go to school at least.
To go to school. And I'm only there for like an hour and a half, and then like I just want to be comfortable. We're trying to learn.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be comfortable.
And those shoes are comfortable.
They're super comfortable. So I feel so awkward whenever I walk in with my Ultra Boost and everyone else is wearing boots, like just ready to go. So like I started wearing boots to school because
you got peer pressure into wearing boots.
2 reasons. Let me tell you the second one. I used to wear like my all white tubulars.
Okay.
The Adidas.
Yeah.
Those started getting a little uncomfortable, and because I'd have to go to school in the morning, and like because like our building's under construction right now.
Oh.
Like the HVAC building, so I have to go around in the grass, and like the dew along with the mud.
That's too much of a risk.
Yeah, and so like one time, because when the time change happened,
yeah,
it started like getting dry out in the grass, so I brought my Ultra Boost. I still got dirty, still got a little dirt on them, bro. So I had to like use that toothbrush real quick. New toothbrush.
Yes. Emergency.
Yes, sir, bro. Not on the spot, obviously, but little post.
And did it work?
Yeah, no, they're pretty clean. I don't know. Also, the good thing about mine is that they have like the little black dots on them. But see, those black dots.
Camouflage.
Yeah, camouflage, and I can't wear those either because they'd be like, oh man, because all whites you can fly. They're fly no matter like who you are. I don't care if you're a cowboy, if you from Chicago.
You can be from anywhere.
You can be from anywhere. All whites are always gonna be fly.
Yep.
When you got a little design on them, fag. You know what I mean?
I think so. I don't know.
Oh man, do you remember? These aren't as bad, but like I used to have some shoes. I've been into shoes for a minute, and like I found some like for a discount at the outlet, the Nike outlet. It was like these like I would call them high tops, but they're like super lightweight. They're super comfortable, but they had like black and white dots on them.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah, I thought they were chilling, but people were like looking at me.
Those were the hyper fresh, I think.
I think something like that.
Hyper dunk, no, hyper fresh.
Yeah.
Those were cool.
I liked them.
I had a pair like those because my cousin passed them down. But I used them to cut the grass. They were blue.
Yeah, they were pretty cheap.
They're pretty cool.
And they're super comfy. So I was rocking them. I was rocking them in New York when we went to that trip. New York. Shout out the Diaz hometown. Uncle Joey.
I think you should be able to wear whatever you want, and not have to worry about it. You know, unless it's something really ridiculous. Like I couldn't bust out the donut shoes, right? You could, because you just gotta make an outfit around that, you know. Yeah. But you can't wear like those. I know Nike makes a lot of those ridiculous shoes that they're kind of like Crocs. Like they're missing half of the backside. That's kind of Wait, which ones are you talking about? Do you like a model? They're I think they're Air Force Ones. If you want to look them up. Air Force Ones. They're Air Force Ones, and they're kind of slip-on. So if you want to look up Air Force One slip-on. Slides. Or slides, yeah. They're those. Oh, those are ugly. And yeah. And is that leather? I'm pretty sure it is. And that's like an actual that's like an Air Force One just missing the or the ones that look like irons. What are those called? Which ones? They're also Nike shoes. They're Air Maxes. They look like I like Air clothing Maxes. Irons. Air Max. Just look up clothing iron. Yeah, if you look at it, you'll find it. Yeah, I mean. I was gonna say, that's an iron, dude. Some shoes, they're the first ones. Oh, that's awful. Sometimes. That's awful. The big brands come up with some heat. Stupid or some heat, and then and a lot of times they come out with some misses. Oh, a lot of misses. Like for the iron shoes. Do you know what I've been thinking about? Getting some Air Maxes, because I know you've been on Air Maxes, right? I know you. I never got them, but I love Air Maxes. I was thinking about getting the 90s. 90s are the infrared's just restocked. Really? Mm-hmm. Oh man, you can't go wrong with like a clean pair of Air Max 90s. I don't care who you are. Even the all whites. I don't think I wouldn't get the all whites, but those are clean regardless. I think these I like these. A shoe like the Air Max 90, since it has a lot of different details and stuff, it would be nice to get a colorful one. Those are the infrared. Oh, those sick. Just restocked, and those are beautiful. And dude, it's cool because like a lot of newer shoes can't do like these super that's like 4 colors in one shoe. Mhm. It's even like 5 if you count the different types of gray. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like a beige in there. Yeah. It's a lot of colors, and they can't do that with like new shoes. Well, especially since a lot of new shoes are knit. Yeah, the prime knits and stuff like that. But that's Adidas's, but Flyknit is Flyknit. Have you seen the Air Max Flyknits? Oh, well, which one? There's a lot. Oh, I'm in Air Max. I meant the Vapor Maxes. I think. Air Force Flyknits. Oh, the Air Force Ones. I don't know how I feel about them. I feel like they'd be super comfortable. I like it. My cousin has them. They're pretty comfortable. But like, how do they look? They kind of keep their shape. Really? They do. Like you know how Flyknit's pretty loose. Yeah. He had these. Those okay. If you're gonna get one of those, like get that one with like the multicolor prime knit Flyknits. And they look pretty good. Yeah. Well, now they're super old because he's had them for years. Yeah. But I've tried them on, and I mean it's that Air Max on a midsole. Yeah. And the top is real loose, so they're comfortable, but they keep their shape. Okay. So you don't have to worry about them looking flabby or. See, I just feel like you can't go with like a classic colorway for like the. No. Like if you get the all whites. Oreo one looks nice too. Yeah. Yeah, if you're gonna get all whites, might as well get the classic. Get the OGs. Staple. I wanted to try out some Vapor Maxes, but like, I mean, I've heard they have some problems with like the bag, the air bubbles. Yeah, popping and stuff. Yeah. I've been wanting to too, you know, but I also Well, I'm sure we're both real picky with our shoes, you know.
I get pretty picky. It's not. I feel like a little bitch sometimes, but it is like I wouldn't. I ain't gonna walk out in these. You know what I mean? That's just like for running. Like I'm actually gonna be running or working out.
Well, Ultra Boosts are great for running.
Oh,
or working out. Yeah, I wear these to the gym.
Oh yeah, dude. I've been thinking about getting some another pair of Ultra Boosts, but just for like working out and stuff.
No, I don't think you should get another pair of Ultra Boosts,
Yeah.
but maybe you could get another pair of Boosts.
Like which ones?
There's the Pure Boost. Those are pretty cheap. The Pure Boost. But they're a specific model. I'm not even sure what they're called.
And they look really similar to the Ultra Boost.
They look similar, but they have those. So all of those.
Yeah.
They look similar, but they're also they have a distinct look.
Yeah, no, because they don't have this, like they don't have the plastic.
They don't have the cage.
Yeah. And it looks just as comfortable.
They're comfy, yeah.
Like almost as comfortable as the Ultra Boost, or as comfortable.
No, the Ultra Boosts are a bit more comfortable just because they have more.
Yeah.
They have a lot more boost.
Huh.
Even though it doesn't look like they have more.
It looks almost like this has more.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But they're obviously it's Adidas boost, so it's gonna be comfortable.
Regardless, you can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. A lot of it is, with outfits and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you can make up any outfit with any clothes. They don't have to be branded, name brand. You could, even at H&M, they have a lot of no brand stuff.
I like H&M shirts. They're clean. They're easy. They're simple. They're clean. That's makes it.
Or even Target. Target and Walmart. I've bought stuff from Target and Walmart.
Like Hanes.
Well, I think at Target they have their own brand.
Yeah.
And at Walmart they have their own brand. It's called Faded Glory, I think.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about.
And you can find some nice stuff.
There's like basic tees and stuff.
Basic tees. I got it's a button up, but it's one of those loose button ups. Kind of looks like a fishing one.
Oh, okay.
So it's a olive green. It's pretty nice.
Dude, we gotta do, if y'all want an episode of dripping on a budget.
Dripping on a budget.
Let us know, dude. We could do a whole series on dripping on a budget.
There's a lot of stuff that we could do.
Yeah. What do y'all want? I know y'all said you want the Eddie Lucio. My man EJ. Shout out EJ, bro. He's an OG homie. Shout out from high school.
Wait, who is Eddie Lucio?
Eddie Lucio?
The sheriff?
Oh, I think so. We're gonna search him up right now.
Eddie Lucio is a longtime sheriff here at is it Cameron County?
Eddie Lucio.
So maybe that's the guy.
Texas representative.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Wait, he's a senator? We're gonna get Eddie Lucio on here soon.
That'd be cool. And we could talk about. Well, he's probably gonna talk about a lot of boring stuff.
But he's 74.
No, that's fine. We can talk to any age, you know.
We can be like, hey, so what's a Saturday look like in Eddie Lucio's life?
Yeah, cause he's gonna want to talk about boring stuff, but we're gonna keep trying to bring up the interesting stuff.
Yeah, he'd be like, yeah. So politics and the tech.
Like, all right, we're here at Beans and Dreams. You want to hear the good, juicy stuff.
Oh, you went to.
What was your college life like?
You went to Pan Am.
Yeah. So
now known as RGV.
What was Pan American like? Any crazy parties?
Third.
Any crazy stories? Crazy parties you got?
Who do you think, like, which member, you think Sleepy Joe has a lot of party stories?
I think he has a lot of stories, but about the not really party. Well, it's a type of party, but it's a really
like Bohemian Grove
like
type of parties.
A taboo Bohemian Grove, the type of party where they have a pool full of young hairless men in a red colored pool.
We're not saying that Trump didn't have these parties. I think he did.
The elite.
Yeah, the elite in general.
Yeah.
Don't matter what side you on. They on the same side.
We were watching. Like, should we get into this?
What?
Into like anti-government.
You want to get into
conspiracy theory stuff?
All I know is that Kevin James for president.
Kevin James. And vice president could be Adam Sandler.
Yeah, that's a solid choice.
Solid choice.
I don't know. I think I'd want. Who's
How
like?
You know what'd be cool?
Hmm.
If for 4 years we just didn't have a president.
That'd be
And the
crazy.
government said, let's just see how that works.
It's like, okay. No. I don't know.
Or
Maybe.
there's a country I think it's in Latin America. I forget which one though. But I think they have 13 presidents.
13?
And it's a mixture of men and women.
Yeah.
And they all get elected.
Really?
But I wonder how that works.
I feel like there's a lot of like we already have a bunch of bullshit that we have to go through like in government to get things done. I feel like that's just gonna add even more bullshit.
Oh, that's probably just like a cabinet, you know?
Probably.
Because it's 13, so it's made so that there's never a tie.
Mm.
You know, because if
Oh,
it was,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I wonder, I forget what country that is, but
So there's always gonna be one. I don't know what the. I'm guessing there's similar like political. Like if there are, I don't know how this works, but if there are like two opposing political parties, and the one would have the majority.
maybe.
If it's 13, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but that changes.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's like some things where it's like they have to get by a certain percentage.
Mhm.
Like it can't just be like that one dude who's gonna decide. Otherwise, there'd be no point
Yeah.
in having 13, right?
Yeah, because it's a majority.
Yeah.
So it's what the group wants. So yeah, in other news, the PS5 and Xbox
Oh.
recently came out, and everyone out here.
It's a
I
shit
didn't
show,
go
dude.
for it,
Yeah.
but I know everyone's taking mad L's. But I'll go over here is planning to.
Oh man,
To
let me
acquire one.
give you the rundown.
Okay, let's get the rundown.
All right, so I'll be working every day this week, right? Almost enough to pay for a PS5,
Mhm.
almost. So, but I already have enough. I already like have the money to pay for them. That's besides the point. The point
Pocket
is,
change.
yeah.
Pocket change.
ain't nothing but a thing, dude.
Ain't nothing but a thing.
$500, I give $500. It don't matter. $500 ain't shit. Anyway,
But what's the big but?
So I'll be working every day this week except Black Friday,
Mm.
and that's where this goes down.
That's when it goes down.
So GameStop, our local GameStop. Oh man, I don't know if I should give this information.
Don't give any more information other than that.
Yeah, a local GameStop is gonna have some PS5s in store, and so I'm gonna get there in time to get one.
But like camp out pretty much, right?
Pretty much.
And
I think that's what
I've never done such thing like that.
you should go with me.
I've never even gone to Black Friday
Like ever?
ever.
I feel like in big cities it gets bad. Like I've been to Black Friday once in Houston. Oh man. Let me
Never
tell you,
again.
bro, never again for sure. I think my aunt was trying to get like a TV,
Mhm.
like a 4K. Back when like 4K was like the newest thing.
And also back then when it was like new, like new territories. Because remember, I think now they have it where it's all at one at a time or a couple at a time, and you get to
Yeah.
choose. And then once you leave, they let more people in.
Yeah.
But I think back then they didn't have those rules, and they would just let the people lose.
Let the floodgates open,
Yeah.
bro. That was wild.
So your aunt was looking for a TV,
I was looking for a TV.
4K,
4K, newest thing.
which back then to our eyes it was 16K because it was a new thing.
Shit, 100K.
100.
Yeah. Oh man, and then like I went with her one time and we entered like this. It wasn't like a mainstream like electronics store. It was kind of like I guess a local one. Or just kind of had but like the lines. It was like because you know how they have the food court. We went to the mall, and this thing was like maybe 2 stores away from the food court. There was a line from the food court.
To that one store.
Yeah, that was wild. And like it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Like people like pushing and shoving each other, like you see in like the movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I was expecting, right? I was fully prepared to like.
You're ready to fight.
Yeah, I had my pepper spray. Shit, I had a little
The nunchucks.
nunchucks on me. You already know. Had a little backpack. No, I didn't have a backpack. I would look mad size.
That would look.
Imagine. Like. Having a bag that's obviously looks empty. You walk out, Full bag.
Full of stuff and like stuff poking out of it.
You walk out with a receipt for like one thing.
Yeah, that's all I bought. Okay.
Alrighty then.
So. Or it's like those guys at Walmart that they check your receipt and they just skim over it and they write with it on highlighter.
Yeah.
So I could have stolen something.
Dude, you could have finessed. Like, the Walmart guys ain't doing the most.
It looks... You might be intimidated because there's a guy at the door, but he's not really looking. He doesn't get paid enough.
Yeah, he's just trying to get that check, baby.
He's just trying to make it through the day.
And it's like, he can't get blamed. Like, if they do, unless the alarm goes off and he just sits there. You imagine, like, security running out. He just chilling out, like, still, like, waiting for other people.
It's like, not my problem. Yeah, it is your problem.
Yeah.
But, I remember one time, I don't know if I should even say this, because I don't want the cops to show up to my door tomorrow. But one time, I think it was around Christmas time, and it was when we were younger, and Sebastian was younger, my little brother. Yeah. And he was into Legos at the time. And they got him a Lego. You know how Legos are dumb expensive? Dumb expensive. That's like good. 60s, 70s, 80s.
I mean, it makes sense when they get all the trademarks, but regardless, it's stupid expensive.
So, we did this. It wasn't even self-checkout, because I don't think at the time there was self-checkout. Yeah. But, I guess, so when we went to the clerk. Yeah. She scanned it, and it came out to, like, less than $20, and it was a big one, like the ones that would cost $70. Oh. So we're like, oh, okay, yeah, it's okay, $70. I mean, $20 or $15, whatever it was. And we went home, and then we found out that someone had put a sticker over the barcode. Oh. But it wasn't us. It was already on there. So we got a big discount. Yeah. Shout out to that guy.
But it was still like a Lego. It wasn't like a pack of bagels.
They put a whole wrapper around the box. No, so they had only put a sticker on where the checkout price is, or the scan code, the bars code. But so what I'm thinking is that someone had done that, hit it, and then left, and let's say like the next day or maybe even later that day was gonna go back, get that exact one and check it out. Yeah. Because maybe they have security cameras or something. I've
heard there's a lot of ways to finesse the system. It's never good, right? Never, like, moral, but there's a lot of ways.
Yeah, 'cause I also thought, too, and maybe going back to the things that you thought as a kid. Yeah. But I always thought if you hadn't paid for something, the things would go off. Yeah. But it's not the case, right? Is that the case? Does that only happen when you have the little tags?
There's certain times where it does and it doesn't. Like, definitely, like, clothing stores, because they'll have the tags on there.
On every single thing.
Yeah. But, like, in retail, like, no. Especially, like, gas stations and convenience stores and stuff like that. Let's just say I knew this guy. Okay. And, like, yeah, you would come in this, like, the store with, like cargo shorts, a lot of pockets, deep pockets. Yeah. And so he'd, like, come out, he'd be like, nice sunglasses. Just put them in there real quick. I'd be on the other side of the store. I wouldn't know, right?
But were you with it? Oh, okay, never mind.
No, I don't want to pick up my drink, like snacks or something. And then when we went to go pay, like, I'd pay for my stuff. Yeah. And then he'd pay for, like, one thing. You get, like, a candy bar. Yeah. And then we walk out. And then, like, when we were in my car, I was, like, just opening my soda, just, like, shooting the shit. And he's just like, hey, check out these sunglasses. Like, what?
Yo, you like my new sunglasses I got?
And that's because, like, I would think maybe those would have tags, right? Those are, like, the most expensive things. Maybe. Like, I mean, what are the most expensive things in a convenience store?
Actually, I'm not sure.
Maybe beer?
Maybe. Or, what do they have? You know, they always have that one aisle that has stuff that isn't food. It's more of...
That's what I'm thinking, like travel stuff? Yeah. Probably, like, chargers, phone chargers. Maybe. Sunglasses. Like and just beer. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking is the most expensive stuff. Oh, and, like cigarettes. Like, you know, like, the taxes, like...
Yeah, but those are always behind the counter, so...
Yeah. Have you bought a lotto ticket yet?
No.
No, I've been thinking about getting one just to say.
I forget you could even. I mean, obviously we're both over 18, but you forget, and especially because they changed the law over here. I don't know if did they change it everywhere or just in Texas.
I think it's. Well, no, wait. You're talking about the smoking laws?
Yeah, the tobacco.
I think it's like.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, they changed the law. So now you have to be over 21, rather than 18.
Unless you're grandfathered in, but.
Which we both were.
Yeah, we both are, but it's just like that's so much work.
No one's gonna listen to you, or gonna wanna go into specifics. They're just gonna tell you not, dude.
Yeah, and it makes sense for legal purposes. Imagine getting sued because I'm 18-year-old, like, 100 bucks a cigs.
Getting sued. I think I would have bought a pack of cigarettes just to buy one. I would have felt, I'm 18 now.
I bought one before
Uh-huh.
it came into effect.
Nice.
Some Reds. Marlboro Reds. The Throat Cancer Deluxe.
The throat cancels.
The
throat cancer specials.
The lung cancer specials.
But yeah, now we gotta wait until we're 21, like good Samaritans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What a time to be alive.
Yeah, it's weird how technology and stuff is advancing so rapidly. Because 20 years ago, technology was nowhere close to where it is now.
Even 10 years ago. I mean, dude, you hear about all that stuff? Or like Elon Musk been getting in some trouble? Well, I mean, I've known about it for a while, and I think he has good intentions. But it's about like the brain, like putting a chip in your brain.
The Neuralink?
Yeah, the Neuralink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the actual name for it. And it's like, I think he has good intentions. Obviously, we don't know.
I think he does.
Yeah.
But it could easily be...
He's going to get taken advantage of. Maybe not him, but like
not
his
him,
idea.
But yeah, especially because, when people can easily find ways to replicate that.
Yeah, that's where it gets.
Either with, reverse engineering or, getting inside information.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, because maybe the Elon Musk version is going to be completely safe and harmless, but other ones could not be so secure.
Yeah.
And those could easily be, tapped into or hacked or something. So I think for something like that, you just gotta wait the test of times, because
you don't want to be the pioneers of something like that. Be a pioneer. Do something first, but not like that.
Not something that can
jeopardize your whole...
That's directly installed into your brain.
Yeah.
Because that thing's touching your brain.
You really have no idea what that could do. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to see how much money, like, the people who are getting it, like, how much they're getting first.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure we'll be surprised on how many people are willing to sign up for it, too. I'm
sure there's going to be a lot more than we're expecting, because I feel like everyone's going to be like, oh, no, you don't want a chip in your brain. That's like, we're going to get, like, I feel like the majority of people, well, I'm not going to say, I feel like the majority of people are going to say no, but, because we don't know.
Yeah, and because, well, what I was going to say is, yeah, how you said 10 years ago, how technology wasn't as advanced as it is nowadays.
Mm.
Even with stuff like Bluetooth, like, as soon as I hop into my car, the phone connects to my radio, and then my phone's already telling me how long it's going to take to get home.
Yeah.
Like, how do you know I'm in a car?
Yeah.
And well, obviously it knows I'm in a car because of my Bluetooth of the phone connecting to my car, but it's real convenient, but it kind of makes you think like, wow, this is kind of creepy.
It's a little scary, especially like when they give you those automatic routes.
Mm-hmm.
Like it already knows your schedule because you do it like so routinely, and I was like, no. Like for the first time in like weeks, I'm not gonna go to work. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to school, and it says to school and to work. Obviously, I think that's just because like when I arrive, it can tell like with its GPS
like where you are.
It's on a campus, right? Yeah. Or if you're going to a restaurant like constantly, then to work, right?
Yeah.
But it's still pretty scary accurate. I mean, like
it's scary because we don't tell it that information.
Exactly.
We don't tell it, here's where work is, here's where school is, here's where my house, where I live.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the price you have to pay for technology and convenience. You know, stuff is gonna be way more convenient, but at the cost of that is gonna be our privacy.
Yeah.
And yeah, cause I mean, yesterday I went to my cousin's house and they have that Alexa, the Amazon.
Yeah.
And well, it was unplugged, but we plugged it in for a bit to kind of toy around with it. But that's even that, you know, it's like a robot in your house.
It can talk to you. It talks back to you. It has that much intelligence. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's wicked.
Wild.
Did we talk about the eye thing? Remember what I told you? Where if you close one eye. I don't think we talked about it on the podcast, right?
I think we talked about it. I know what you're talking about, but just say it.
Yeah, because what I found out was that I always wondered how blind people, like what they pretty much saw, quote unquote. But what it is that if you have one eye closed, you could only see out of that one eye, and you can't see out of the other eye. Well, obviously because it's closed, but it's more of like because your brain kind of just doesn't acknowledge that it's there, because since it only has one eye open, it focuses all of its focus on that one eye. So it's kind of like if your eyes weren't plugged into your head, rather than you just seeing black.
I feel like that's way scarier than just seeing black.
You think so?
I don't know, because that's literally, you don't know what black is, right?
Yeah, you don't know what you're seeing.
Yeah. People could describe it to you, but description doesn't help because you've never seen anything.
They say, well, black is dark, you know?
Yeah, what is dark?
Yeah. And it's crazy how the human body is capable of doing stuff. Yeah. For example, seeing and your senses. But I remember always being amazed about when you're a little kid and you scrape your knees, you know, after you fell off your bike or whatever. Yeah. You're playing outside. And then you get a scab, you know? Yeah. And that's your body healing itself. But you don't have to tell your body to heal itself. It just does it automatically. Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, our bodies are machines.
Yeah, that's like a way to put it, you know? Yeah, there's
certain biological machine. Yeah, there's certain like automated things and there's certain like non-automated things. And it's like, it's weird because there's certain things that are both. Like, we can obviously like move our hands in certain places, but like if something's like, if you have all your senses and you can still feel and you have then if you put your hand on like a hot plate or like a hot stove or something, you'll automatically,
your body does that.
Yeah, your body does that. You're not telling your body
when you drive too. Yeah. When you drive, you could either be, you know, very aware of what you're doing or kind of be on autopilot. Yeah. Well, especially if you're having a conversation with someone. Yeah. You're paying attention, but subconsciously.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if you're going somewhere where you've been so many times, like you're just taking like a homie back to your place, then it's just like you're paying more attention. It's scary to say it, but you're paying more attention to the conversation than you are to the road.
To the road, but you're also being perfectly safe. Yeah. You're not doing reckless things that if you were aware, you would be stopping yourself from doing. Yeah.
Oh, going back to like at the first question you asked, like, what was it again? It was like something you just thought it worked this way, but like.
Oh, when you were a kid. Yeah. And you thought something worked some sort of way, but it was completely incorrect.
I thought sweat was like actual fat running.
Like, you thought sweat was what?
Like, you know, people were like, "Yeah, dude, that's fat crying." I didn't think it was fat crying. Like when you're sweating when you're working out, like
that's your fat.
That's your fat crying.
Okay.
I didn't think it was my fat crying. I thought that was just like kind of my fat going away.
Like your fat melting.
Yeah, or something. Yeah, I thought that was my fat melting. It's like, oh man, we doing the most, huh?
I'm losing all this weight.
But now obviously I have real life experience, and it's like, no, being in the kitchen, I'm pretty much in a sauna, dude.
Oh, with all the steam.
With all the steam. Like, I won't even be moving that much, and I'll come out like sweating, drenched. It's just because It's hot.
Yeah. And then since you're used to being in that, you can tolerate it longer than most other people can. You know?
Probably.
You know, if I was in there, I don't think I could last as long inside there as you would.
And it's crazy, dude. I didn't realize how fast like our body heals. But like I get cut all the time. Like my fingers get cut because I'll be handling like, silverware and I'll be handling like all these hot plates and like hot water's being splashed on my hands constantly, along with the steam, like all that.
Yeah.
And like I got a cut like earlier this morning, and then I was like, oh, like I'm gonna have to get a band-aid. But like while I was like on my way to getting there, the bleeding stopped, and I was just like, what?
Your blood coagulates.
Yeah, dude.
Clots.
That's so crazy. And it's already like this morning. This cut.
Yeah. Oh man, it's like not even there anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And dreaming. You know what I've been trying to do? I've been trying to recognize that I'm dreaming.
It's hard.
Cause I've done it multiple times. You know.
Like lucid dreaming. Is that even the actual term?
I think so, but it's not so much that I want to control. No, it's not so much that I want to control.
Yeah.
It's just more of I want to know that I'm dreaming so I could enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like kind of like a movie or something. Because there's a lot of times where I won't recognize. It's weird. I know that I'm dreaming, but at the same time I won't be fully aware of it.
Yeah.
Or another example is something exciting would happen in my dream, but immediately I would think, oh, I'm in a dream. This isn't real.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't be excited. I kind of put myself down. You know? I don't want to. I think that's just my brain trying not to wake up disappointed.
Well, I think it's kind of like what we naturally do, but I mean that's literally like one of our most fantastical moments like in our life, right? Like nothing can be as fantastical as. It's weird, you know. You don't see people in your dream that you haven't met in real life. I mean,
oh yeah, like that you don't see someone. Yeah, I've heard something.
Like even if they're like, even if you don't recognize them, you've seen them before. Like either while you're just walking down the street or like
you can't create new faces.
Yeah, that's so trippy to me.
Or how you remember someone's voice.
Yeah. Or
the way someone looks. But then when you're thinking about it awake, you can't really remember exactly how that works, or how their voice is, how it sounds, or how their face looks.
Yeah.
To a T.
I think the trippiest thing is that your brain's working like constantly, and I don't know if it's like working as hard as it is, like while you're conscious, like awake, like if it's working as hard, you know what
yeah.
Like when you're dreaming and when you're conscious, like when you're awake, like if it's at the same level or if it's more or less or.
Well, who knows? Because you know when you're awake, your body has to kind of worry about the body too. Yeah. Because when you're asleep, it might have to worry about the body, but you're not actively moving or in dangers, quote unquote, of stuff. So when you're asleep, you're just kind of just laying there, and if anything, it will just shift. Your body shifts, you know.
Yeah. Have you ever sleepwalked?
I don't know. I don't think I have.
I have.
You have?
I used to do it a lot when I was like in elementary. Not like a lot, but like maybe like every month or so. Like I literally wake up to myself in the living room.
That's
standing.
Freaky.
It was so weird.
That's cool. That sounds cool, but it's probably scary. When
it's scary as fuck, dude. Because like. Because I used to have my bed like right in the middle of my room, like not off to the side, and I would have already had to get up, and like it's not like I hurt myself or anything, like, but I had my eyes closed. I wasn't seeing anything, like in the.
But are your eyes closed when that happens?
That's weird.
I have a feeling that you're awake, but your conscious isn't awake.
Well,
because I'm sure you have to open your eyes to see, so you don't bump into stuff.
Yeah, otherwise you would have woken up sooner. Right?
Otherwise, you would have woken up when you bumped into like a wall or something.
Oh, sleepwalking is. How does sleepwalking work?
Oh, but what I was getting to is that when you're asleep, I'm not sure how much your brain is working because your brain is making a lot of details. Yeah. In your imagination when you're dreaming. Yeah. You know, think about how much detail goes into your dreams.
Because it's like, well, people say that like they use like dreaming to practice on things like I mean people who are like expert lucid dreamers, they say that they use dreaming to practice like on certain skills like that could translate over to real life. I don't get how. I think that's cap.
I saw this advertisement for a little mask you wear at night that has flashing lights.
Yeah.
Kind of maybe like soft flashing lights, but those lights would like obviously you have your eyes closed, but you could still kind of see the light through your eyelids, and that would help you when you're dreaming. You would look for those lights and realize that you were dreaming. Which I wonder if that works. I'm not gonna buy that product, but I wonder if that would work.
Or I wonder if it's like, remember those balance bracelets?
Yeah.
People used to pay like $20.
I never had one. Did you have
one?
No. Okay. I was about to judge
you. Hell no, dude. Oh hell.
But what were those supposed to do? Just give you balance?
Yeah. No, I mean they made it real convincing in the infomercials. Like before. Oh. After it's like a yoga master, dude.
Like a monk.
Have you seen those videos of like the monks setting themselves on fire?
Self-immolation.
Like, what's the point of that? I think in a certain instance it was like for a protest.
One of them was for a protest. But was there more than just that one instance?
That may be the only one, but like self-inflicted pain.
Well, that famous one, which is even it's an album cover for. Well, it's not. It's okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was for a self-sacrifice for that protest, but it was also to show how cool he was. Show like I could burn myself and not even flinch, which is insane. Like he was in such a state of zen and peace that his anything physical wasn't affecting him. It was all in his mind.
I think he must have like some sort of through intense meditation. He must have just stopped feeling.
Yeah, because I mean, your brain is the one that tells you you're in pain. Everything's in your brain. If you can control all of your brain and focus it on one point, as to where your brain doesn't have to worry about looking out for anything that's painful or looking out for anything that could hurt it. Then you could reach that state of.
That's crazy. But like, it's there for like we have the like alertness for a reason, for survival, for like, But I mean, at the same time, the ability to master your own body, like through the use of like meditation is badass, bro.
It's so crazy. It's like there's people that can make certain muscles like flex, like individual muscles, like their back muscles.
Really?
Flex, but just that one muscle. Because like if you want to flex, let's say you want to flex your bicep, your forearm also flexes, and then your shoulder kind of flexes too. Your tricep. Like it's something like that where you can only make just that one specific.
You think never mind. I don't even know what I was gonna say. That's intense shit.
It is. It just shows you that like this world has had a lot of people living in it, and all those people have kind of dedicated their lives to something, whether if it's good or bad. And that dedication has led to discoveries and innovations. There's monks that have dedicated their lives to meditation and finding peace, nirvana. And then there's obviously like the bad examples of like homeless people, not bad as in it's a bad example to bring up, but where their lives went down in a downward spiral. And maybe they're junkies and stuff, and they're dedicated to drugs, but of course that's negative. A negative dedication.
No, I think that's a problem of mine. Like I want to do like everything, but like sooner or later I should really focus on one thing and building it. That's why I really like doing this podcast, because I feel like I'm finally focusing on one thing. Obviously I have other things going on like school and like work, but this is something I actually really enjoy doing. It's something I want to build. You know what I mean?
I love doing this too. It's a time where we can sit down and just either talk about something that's happened between us or ponder on what's ahead. you know, or where we live, like how we just did, you know. This world has a lot to offer.
For sure.
And you could either see it as a big world or as a small world.
Yeah.
But it still has a lot of.
I think that's where like the most innovation is like made, when someone focuses on one certain thing. Like throughout their life, yeah, it's gonna take a lot of work. It's gonna take a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of valuable time. And you could be doing other things. You could be making like, you could be working, making a lot of money, or you could be doing something that you really enjoy doing. And,
that's why people have hobbies, pretty much. You know, hobbies are usually the other things that you love to do, but you're not getting paid for them.
Yeah, you can't live a sustainable life on them, at least until you can find a way to profit off of doing a hobby, which is what we're gonna be doing as soon as we get that. As soon as we get that YouTube ad revenue.
Paycheck,
yes, sir.
that YouTube paycheck.
You know, we need like a couple thousand watch hours.
That's
Right now we have 9.
easy money.
9 is not bad though. 9 watch hours, 2 episodes.
What does that mean? That we
like in total, like out of both of our episodes,
people have watched the
9 hours.
in that it accumulates to 9 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like 2 people could have watched 30 minutes, and that'd be 1 hour of watch time. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Y'all gotta watch the full thing. You don't need to get on the ball. Yeah, I don't do, like when I go on my channel, I didn't watch like the first one for the full thing. Yeah.
I watched the first one, the full thing.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. I watched 40 minutes, and then I had to go do something. I think I had to go edit the second one. Just cause.
Well, it might even get to a point where we'll record something and we'll never hear that recording ever.
Yeah.
Like let's say.
When we get our own editors.
Let's say we get an editor and someone to upload stuff for us.
Yeah.
Because think about how many times that happened. Think about all the stuff that you've said, or all the pictures. Like, has that ever happened where someone shows you a picture of you, and you don't remember when someone took that photo or where you were?
Well, like, I think, like if I wasn't looking into the camera and all that,
or something like that. Yeah.
I don't know. If I was looking into the camera, like it'll take me a minute, but like I'll remember it eventually. If it took me like completely off guard, like I was facing the other direction, I may not know, like at all. Because somewhere in your head, like you still have all your memories. Isn't that another crazy thing?
There's some certain people that can remember everything.
Yeah. Every
single thing. I wonder why your brain doesn't let you remember everything.
It's too much information.
But it holds it, doesn't it?
It does, but I think it only brings it up like important, like when it's needed. Like imagine having like the memory of you brushing your teeth for the first time. Like what's the point?
That's true.
You know what I mean? As long as you know how to brush your teeth, you don't even remember the very first time you had it. You had to do it, right? Yeah. It's like I feel like for very like things you do on a daily basis, tying your shoes. I think I remember the first time like learning how to tie my shoes, but I don't remember the first time doing it on my own. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, it's just your brain remembers what gave it a big impact. Yeah. A big emotional impact, or something big in your life.
Like instructional or informational. For sure.
But even then, I feel like my memory, a lot of my memories are blurry.
I feel like in school a lot of my memories are blurry. Like, especially with, like, with math, right? Yeah. Like, I can't remember how to do a lot of calculus. If you taught me a calculus problem right now, I would have no idea where to start. But with certain things like algebra, I would know where to start. I think that's just because of, like, how much time and because importance. Like, a bit of both. Like...
Well, maybe if your brain thinks it's easy...
Yeah. You think?
I think if you approach algebra... Wow, this is advanced. It's gonna be hard. Maybe it's gonna be harder for you.
You think so?
I think it might be the same thing. Why, if you have 2 hours to finish homework, it's gonna take you 2 hours to finish that homework, rather than because you could have finished that 2-hour assignment in 15 minutes if you hadn't slacked off. Yeah. Or said, "Oh, I have 2 hours to do this."
You know, that's something actually. I don't know if you ever heard of the 4 Hour Work Week, like that book.
I don't think so.
Okay, what's this book where it's like this guy? He pretty much tries to like condense his life down, like through, like especially his job, right? Like he tries to like outsource a lot of like things that he doesn't have to do himself, like responding to emails. Like he just like outsource it to someone else who can get it done. So he'll have more time to do what he wants, do what he pleases. But where I'm getting at, oh my god,
well, you said that he was like giving other people stuff that he didn't necessarily have to do.
Yeah.
And he said, but what I'm getting to is.
I totally forgot what I was
okay.
God damn, I feel like.
Well, it also feels like there's not a lot of time in a day to do a lot of stuff that you want to do.
Yeah.
I think we should wrap this one up in a bit.
Yeah.
Because your laptop's also about to die.
Oh yeah, and she burned her duty here.
Oh, I hear her.
Dude, when I'm editing, it gets hot.
How come?
Huh?
Just how come? Like.
Oh, just because like I have to like from the iMovie, I have to make it into like another file. Making it into another file itself takes like an hour.
Oh, okay.
And then uploading it isn't too bad on like the actual like the hardware, but it still takes a while.
She burning. Alright, so should we wrap this one up?
Yeah.
I think we did a pretty good run.
An hour and 10 minutes so far.
Oh, then yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think that the goal is an hour.
Yeah.
Or so.
We can cut off. You want to cut off the 10 minutes? Maybe just kind of like skip to the wrap up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then let's actually officially wrap up then.
Okay.
Well, guys, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe. We're trying to stay consistent, like we said in the beginning.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you guys tuning in. We really do. You know.
Yeah.
It's something that Augie and I have been working at.
Yeah.
Since, like we worked on it a long time ago, and then we're starting it up again.
Yeah, but this time we're actually putting in all of our effort. We're thinking of new ideas to improve, thinking of who we can have on, and how we can do this. Eventually, we want to get to the point where we can have people like tune in via either Discord or Zoom meeting, and
yeah, and then we also plan on doing that in case I can't come over.
Yeah,
you know, we could do it over virtually. And yeah, but I mean that's all growth. That's all in the future.
Yeah.
The advice of the week is try something new.
Always.
I
think that's our advice every week, but still, y'all should do something.
Try. You know, the other day, I thought about our own advice. How I said don't put stuff off to the side.
Yeah.
And I had put stuff off to the side, so he said, you know what, I'm gonna do it. So you know what, just keep it in your head. Don't put stuff off to the side and try something new.
And that's a wrap, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you guys, and y'all take care.